Welcome back. Today we're going to try and get a little bit of structure in the back of the car. I showed you the other day, and I'll show you again. The metal work in the back is not very substantial. It's quite, you know, not enough for me anyway. If somebody was to rear end, the car. Um, yeah, but I'll show you in a sec anyway. Last week I had to get up on the roof and clean out all the drains and stuff. There's a lot of water coming in the building, just with yeah guttering, overflowing and stuff. But hopefully it's all sorted now. I might have to get up again in the summer. You can actually see there the water running down the walls and stuff. So it was quite bad. So last week I made an attempt to fix that. So we're back at it this week. Thanks. I'll show you what I'm planning on doing today. Yeah, I sort of briefly went over it the other day in the video. Turn this round. It was in here really. The sort of structure. Uh, I've just set that bar on there for now. So this is quite beefy chassis here, and then it just drops down into this small gauge. Just get out the back. There's literally that bar, and then this bar to the back, and that's it really. And all the rest is sort of that's just fiberglass there. So I'm gonna try and put a bit more box section in the back here today. And make it a bit more structurally uh, sound really. Um, okay, so well, I'm gonna take this boot off again, so we get access easy enough. Right. Right. Okay. That's that off. I'm gonna start having a little think about what we're gonna do here. Yeah, just have a little nosy about and see what I think will work. Right. So as you can see, it's this obviously the chassis itself is a very heavy gauge, and then it sort of because it's actually channeled, so it steps up, but the body is lower than the chassis, which is called channeled. So this steps up, but I would like it to be a bit more heavy gauge coming out here as well. Just because it seems to be a bit more, it is a bit flimsy. Sort of, this is not good enough really. If somebody sort of rear ends, hopefully not, but if somebody rear ends me, you know, gonna crash. These things won't. I would like to have a bit more protection than that. Even though I'm going to put a cage and stuff in it, I just rather things a bit more chunky looking, and yeah, just so you know, that's how I like it anyway. Um, yeah, so initially I'm going to maybe just strengthen for a cross member. This is old sort of square bar I have lying about box section. Um, it's same gauge as this. I'm going to just sort of put a bit, intermediate there between inside there, and then probably a bit sort of over that to that, sort of pushing out there to that wheel arch, and also this side as well. Just I'm obviously going to make a lot more whatever I do to sort of stop that flapping about. But initially, I just have that out sort of touching against it, to make a start on putting something out there to, you know, Give this a bit more structure as well. Then I'm going to use a thicker gauge box section, maybe, don't know yet, so I'm going to have to sort of work it out, but maybe come in under here at the same height as that, because that's the sort of boot height. I don't want to make it higher, so less of a boot. It's not a lot anyway. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know whether I'm just slinging it or what. So I'll have a little think. Just sort of thinking as I go along, as always. I have no real set plans. Um, it's just that's how I like to work. I mean, you make plans anyway, so they don't really work out. Um, yeah, so I'll get cut in a bit of metal. I'll cut this initially. I'll weld this in, and I'll make a start and see what progresses when I start doing stuff. Okay. Right. Okay. So I need a sort of about here. It's a bit tight. Yeah, too tight maybe. Yeah, I'll just take a little bit off it. So just with a flap this. If that's any better, maybe, maybe not. Yeah, not bad. Might be able to just wedge that in. Yeah, I'd rather have it really tight, than sort of loose. Yeah, that's cool. That works. Right, I'm just going to clean up around these, get the paint and stuff off, and then I'll make sure it's in the center and I'll weld it in. So it's nice to finally be working with some metal instead of fiberglass. Just going to measure halfway on this. All right. Yeah, so 19 is halfway. I marked 19 on that. 19, and then 19 on this. 19. There you go. Yep. So that's our center mark, or our bar, or box section, whatever you want to call it. Cool. Then I just need to put that in. Hammer that in a bit with a hammer. That's it in there. Make sure that's flush. Okay, you can also check if it's square as well. Yeah, yeah, not too bad there. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, cool. Yeah, spot on. And that's flush there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. Right, I'm just gonna get the welder set up, and we'll get this welder in. So this welder, I've had about 10 years, so it's worth investing in a half decent welder. Like I'm not here all the time welding every day, so it's sort of yeah, it's enough for what I do. You know, if you're doing anything thicker gauge stuff, and I think this does up to about 6 mil steel. Anything beyond that, you probably need a bigger welder. SIP, I did a bit of research on different welders, and SIP kept coming to the top. They're a really good make. I think they're German, I believe. Yeah, so I'd say it's been no problems at all, and I've welded sort of on and off different things over the years, and I got a massive bottle of gas, which I probably need to refill once a year, if that, you know. Whereas the little tiny sort of hobby weld bottles you'd be replacing all the time. But yeah, a proper like a machine shop or a fabrication shop, maybe go through one of these in a couple of months with the welding and stuff. But you know, I don't do that much anyway. So yeah, SIP, get yourself a decent welder. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so that's that welded in. I'm just gonna hit it with a flap disc, clean it up a little bit, and then I'll move on. So now that's in. Um, I want to put like a bit of bar out to that inner guard there, just from here to here. Uh, There we go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's just from there to there. Yeah, because that's, there's nothing supporting that. So I wouldn't mind coming out here, and then I can maybe do some sort of structure, you know, off this going up and round and catching onto this frame at some point. Whether I bend it or just, I don't know, something to attach that to that and give this side a bit of, even though it's strong enough, it's good chunky fiberglass. I like a wee bit of metal behind it, just in case of any impacts at any time. Yeah, well, yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna put a little bit out there and there, and the same on that side. Right. So as I said, I'm just trying to get a little bit more structure in the back of this. Um, I'm gonna put the angle on from here to here, uh, like this, and then I can come up with a little bit of uh, box section like that to catch this the lock of the. So it does sits in the way it excuse me, the way it's structured. The lock actually hits about that far in, so I need this wide to catch the end of it. And then I'll probably come maybe this way round, and then I'll maybe a straight bar going to that, something like that. But I'm just making it up as I go along to catch into that frame there, and then I'll be sort of happier with once it's all sort of attached together. It'll be more like a framework. I know it's a bit bitty at the minute, but once it's all sort of welded together, it'll become a lot stronger. So now I'm going to put an upright here just to catch the lock, and then that's going to set. I got that long bit going across here, and then I'm going to tie it on round to that sort of the other bit of structure up the front there. So I'm just going to weld this little bit in now. I know it looks a wee bit bitty at the minute, but once it all comes together, it'll be a lot better. So that's that welded in. Now I'm going to put a bit of box section along this way. I'm going to have to do a little relief pie cut here, just to give it a match the the contour of the car a little bit. Um, so I cut a little pie cut in the center of this, so it sits on here like this. And I'm gonna I'll try and bend this just with my hands, to show you how it works. Okay. So yeah, I did a little bit too much of a pie cut there. I didn't even think about it. But it doesn't matter. I can fill it in. I've got what I cut out. I can put it in. Yeah. So I cut a little pie cut in this, so I can bend it a bit. I was a bit too keen. I cut way too much out of it. Yeah. So I can put this back in and weld it. Actually, that's fine. I'll it'll be actually stronger. So yeah, I just needed a slight bend, but I went a bit crazy and cut too much out of it. But these things happen. But yeah, it's worked out well because I'll just weld that back in. So I'll do that now. Right, I'll just weld that. So there you go. Little pieces back in again. Um, but just because of the way it's sort of cut, I can bend it and put that back in, so it gives it a slight bend in it. So you can see that with the structure back in. Right. So what I have to do is just weld this section to this lower section now. That's that welded on. I'm going to put two little bits here, just so they're going out to the side there, and then I can put it like a sort of straight piece there, going to to catch on that front. So I'll weld these little bits on now. These are all right, just to, just to tack it on. I wouldn't sort of keep these on um, all the way, like, because the rubber probably melt on them. But so yeah, I'll just get a tack on it. They're fine. I use them all the time. That is that welded in, that side and that side. Now I'm thinking I want to put a brace from here, like up to there. So then I'll be more than happy with the structurally sound. So I'm going to cut a notch in this. It's roughly 45. I'm going to do 45 anyway, and then I'll sort of cut up there. I've only one length of this left, so this will probably be it really for today. I'll do this side, and then I'll sort of copy it and do it the other side next time. But yes, we'll get this done now. One side done. Try it in there. It looks roughly 45, maybe not. Yeah, not far off. Yeah, cool. Right. So I'm gonna get in under here and mark at the other side. Right, that's attacked anyway, so I'll leave it at that. For today, in case I want to change it when I get the other side done, if something's not working. But yeah, you can see from. I'll show you from this other angle. It's pretty good. It looks like a decent, strong structure now. Yeah, so I'm much happier now with the structure. That should help if there's any sort of impacts at the back. We're going to be putting like a sort of piece up from that bit I put earlier up onto that, and then another piece up, the same as this side. It's just run out of box section. Need to order more, so just put another bit that size. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. So yes, slightly different than when we started this morning. All that bracing in there, and all this, nice good gauge box section at the back, and then up, braced up there, and that will have an upright there to hold on to that. Yeah, cool. That's it for today. I will be hopefully doing another one next week. Just finishing off those bits, and then I want to make my own visor, so I'm gonna have a dig at that someday. Just they're very simple, these ones, the visors on these. Fill in this roof of loads of sheet metal and stuff like that. I'm not going to keep that open. Well, obviously not going to keep it open ever, like, but a lot of these have like a canvas sort of rollback thing. But yeah, I don't want that. I'm just going to make it solid and fill it in. Yeah, because yeah, we just rain all the time here, so there's not much point. We very rarely have it open, and I like it. I just like a more solid top, and it's more hot rod to me. And I want to put some, maybe do some frame horns on the front. There's none on this, because I like the idea of putting the of a little moon style tank. I don't know if you can see it up there on the shelf, top shelf there with the eyes on it. Yeah, I want to put that like gasser style on the front. I like that, and so lots of little bits of structure things to do, but yeah, we're making progress. I'd say 1 day a week, not too bad, really. Yeah, I'm in no rush. I've had it so long now. it's it'll be done when it's done. But thanks again for watching, and hopefully see you all again next week. And if you can share and subscribe, that would be awesome. Thank you very much. See you later.